Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing a review of the Poetic Atmosphere flip case for the iPhone 5. Now, as you can see, this is kind of a different style case. It has this front flap here. So, you may have seen cases like these. Usually you'll see them with like businessmen or something. And they're not very common. I don't see these kind of cases very often. Now, the phone simply pops in, and then it's in. And once it's in, you can close it like this. Now, let me just go over the case. So on the side, you have a hole for the mute switch. The two volume buttons are covered, and then it goes around at the bottom. When the case is on and the front is closed, there is no opening for the lightning port and such. Let me focus. But there is still a hole for the headphone jack. And then there are these holes for the speakers and microphone. Then on this side, it's covered with Poetic branding right here. And then on the top, you'll see the the power button is open. And then there's this up here, this piece of plastic for the latch. The back, in my opinion, looks very nice. It's got this line pattern, and it's translucent somewhat, but it's also like matte, so it feels nice. It's got a similar feel to the aluminum back on the phone, and it lets you see through it, which is nice, and same all around the edges. Now, the purpose of this front covering is basically so when people call you and your phone is locked, you simply slide here to answer the phone. And you can do this all while keeping the rest of your screen completely protected, and there is a cutout here for the speaker. Now, this is useful if you're the kind of guy who really only uses your phone for calls, and you don't take it out very often. So, like I said, if you're a businessman or something, someone calls you, simply pull it out of your pocket or a holster or whatever and slide this and take the call. And then when you do need to use your phone regularly, you simply flip this thing over, and then you have access to the full phone. Now, this front cover here has a matte finish to it, so it's not, as you can see, it does make the screen a little bit blurry, but not enough so that you can't see what's on there. Now, this kind of case is definitely not my style. I would never buy a case like this. This case was sent to me for review because I just take my phone out way too much to have to deal with a flap like this. And honestly, I don't use it for calling that much. So this would definitely hinder me a lot. Now, one thing, the inside, it's not padded or anything. It's just a plastic. So I'm not exactly sure if that's the best way to protect the screen from scratching. So far I haven't had any issues, but I'm not sure. Maybe over time this could eventually cause some damage. What I don't like is that this flap here, right here, this what connects them, it looks really flimsy. I feel like I could just, if I twisted it a little bit more, it would just rip right off. And same with this thing up here. It's pretty flimsy. You can already slide it around, and I feel like this would break. I don't know. I feel like this wouldn't really hold up for very long. What I also don't really like about this case is that when you're using it open, you pretty much have to fold this back to be able to, so it doesn't get in your way. And it is kind of weird because then the phone can slide around. Nothing serious, just something that would kind of bother me when I'm using it. Besides that, there's really no other issues with the case. It's just definitely not something, like I said, that I would buy. Maybe it would be nice if they uncovered the home button, because at least to me it's easier to access the home button than the power button. So say if I were checking the time or something, I could just tap right here. Yeah, that's really all there is to this case. If you're one of those people that only uses your phone for calling, then I do recommend this case because it's a modern take on that flip look. And if you do like the look of this case, like the back or just the general design, but you're not digging the front flap, they have a Poetic atmosphere just without the flip, which is a little bit different. And I'll have a link to this case and also the regular Poetic atmosphere case in the description. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.